Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to An Idiot's Guide to the Line 6 Helix. My name is Jeremy Vareo, Jerry Evil if you happen to be surfing the music forums. Today, we're going to drink a little bit of coffee, as per usual, and we're going to take a look at global settings on the Helix, so stick around. Alright guys, what are global settings? Well, they're basically ways to dictate the behaviors of your Helix, right? So if you're on your Mac, you're going to System Preferences, or on your PC, you're going to My Computer. I'm pretty sure that's where it is on a PC. Not a PC user, don't hate me. But anyway, just like you're telling your mouse how fast to go, or what resolution you want your display set at, in global settings on the Helix, you're telling the foot switches how you want them to work. You're deciding how you want your XLR outs to work, or your 1/4 inches, all those types of things. To be clear, these are not settings that I came up with myself. These are settings that I found by being on Facebook groups or being on guitar forums or gear forums. And a lot of guys that are really well versed in the Helix. These are some commonalities that I saw and just collected and am using here. Big ups to Mr. Chad Boston, guys like Jason Sadites. I don't know how to say his name, but I'll put a link to his stuff at the end of the video. There's a lot of guys that have been very vocal about how they set their Helixes up, and it's helped me a great deal. So again, just kind of a culmination of information. Let's get to it. Alright, so let's take a look at some basic global settings. To get started, you go ahead and push this button with the 3 lines. And then you come over to control knob number 6, where it says global settings. Push in, and now you've got these 6 areas that you can kind of dig into. We'll start with the ins and outs. The guitar pad is a bit of a controversial thing. Lots of guys love it. I am one of them. Some guys don't find it necessary. I just find, as do others, that with it turned on, patches tend to sound a little bit smoother, a little bit more refined, for lack of better terminology. Some higher gain settings can tend to sound a bit harsh with it turned off, so I keep it on. The USB destination, recommended to keep set to multi. You can set it to 1/4 inch or XLR, but I would go ahead and set that to multi. That seems to be consensus. On the 1/4 inch outputs, they can be set to instrument or line level. Recommended to set them on instrument. XLRs can be sent to mic or line. I set it to mic because it sends a slightly less hot signal out from the Helix to my recording interface or to front of house. The send and returns, these are where you hook up external pedals like your delays, reverbs, and favorite overdrives to the Helix and the loops on the back. They can all be set to instrument or line level. We're going to keep those set to instrument. Not really going to mess with any of this stuff, but the sample rate you can set to 44.1 kilohertz all the way up to 96. We'll keep it set to 48 kilohertz. Preferences, this is one that you guys will have to mess with a little bit more on your own. The snapshot edits allow you to discard changes made to your snapshots or recall them depending on what you want to do. So say you're in a snapshot that has a delay turned off and you turn it on. From here on out, if you set it to discard, the next time you go to that snapshot, the delay will still be off. If you set it to recall, that delay will now be on. So it's up to you. Preset numbering, you can either have 4 banks of 1 through 32, or you can have 0 through 127. The MIDI tempo thing we're not going to mess with. Foot switches, touch select, I like to keep on. The preset mode switches, you've got a lot of options. You've got 8 presets. You've got preset stomp. You've got stomp preset. You've got preset snap, snap preset, snap stomp, stomp snap, and 8 snapshots. We're going to go ahead and leave it on snap preset. The stomp mode switches on the Helix floor and rack let you decide between 8 switches or 10 switches for effects. The LT only allows you to do 8, so we'll leave it there. Expression pedals we're not going to deal with right now. The LED ring brightness control allows you to dictate whether or not you want the LED ring off around the foot switch when the effect is turned off, and bright when it's turned on, or dimmed when it's turned off, and bright when it's turned on. The tap tempo LED, as I mentioned in an earlier video, you can either have it off or have it on. If it's on, the ring around the switch will flash with the tempo that you have tapped in or assigned to that patch. Some people find it distracting. I prefer to have it turned on. So that was it, guys. Global settings. Nothing super sexy, nothing super exciting, but very useful information and something you should get yourselves used to. Like I said at the beginning of the video, take some time to really go through these things and get this Helix set up the way you want. That's the whole point. The Helix can do just about anything. You just have to get it set up to behave the way you want it to behave. and that's where you're going to do it, in the global settings section. As always, I really appreciate you guys coming to check out the videos. If you would be so inclined, leave some comments. Let me know if there's something else that you want to see. Let me know if there's something that you wish I would have covered, what have you. And if you do enjoy the content, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. I think it's here. Maybe it's here. I'm not really sure. But hit the button, subscribe, stay tuned for more stuff, especially in this series. Because up next, we're going to start getting into creating patches and doing some really cool stuff. So come on back, y'all. Peace.